The zebra lady is in the house. Welcome.
Zebra
Amy.
Realtor. Hello.
I call her the zebra lady.
I like being called a lady.
There
That's
you
all
go.
right.
You know, we had a very good conversation. We were at an event, and we were having a conversation, and you actually missed our last show for a good reason. You were actually in the middle of fixing up a float or something, weren't you?
Yeah, creating the newest Z-Max. It's no relation to Remax at all.
No, just because the font's the same and it's got the little
balloon.
the balloon and all that has no relationship whatsoever.
Well, it's a Maxima, my newest art car, and it needed to get ready and be present in the art car parade as I roll every year. This is my 18th year rolling with zebra cars in the art car parade.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool car.
I've been a zebra girl much longer than I've been a realtor.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool car. I got a little tour of it the other day, so it was very nice. But she didn't bring it today. So I told her next time.
I know.
Next time she
We're
comes,
all sitting there waiting for it. I wanted to get a picture with the zebra car.
You gotta leave them
Next
wanting
time, I
more, and it's a reason to come back.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
There
enough.
you
So
go.
anyway, you've been doing the art car parade, and of course that's not probably helped in your business because you've actually branded yourself, and you've been in the business I think 6 years now.
Yes, I've been in the business 6 years, but I branded myself before I knew I was branding myself. It actually it happened organically. I was actually going out there, being the zebra girl, taking art to the street, out of the galleries, and to the red lights where everybody else in the city could enjoy a little bit of art and see something different, make them think, a little moment, a pause. So out it went.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot about realtors in the community because people often don't realize how much we impact the community, how we support our community. And that's one way to support your community is
It is.
getting involved with that. And I'm sure you've met a lot of people over the years just because of that piece.
I like it when people describe me as the local personality, Amy Zebra, and I'm like, local personality? What does that mean?
Means you got personality. You want
Hey.
personality.
Hey,
Okay. Don't give up that mortgage gig, okay?
I am not doing that, trust me. Hey, at least I was willing to do it, though, Rob.
Yes. So you are with Remax, which office are you?
Remax Metro at Kirby and Richmond.
Right. So
Yeah.
Right there in the heart of the city. And
Love
so,
it.
And is that the area that you typically stay in? Is that area in there?
Well, I have a license that takes me statewide.
Oh, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? But I actually do spend most of my time inner loop. Doesn't mean I haven't accidentally sold a beach house in Galveston or some ranch in Atascocita. And I don't have a 15-unit apartment complex I'm trying to get rid of in Palacios, Texas. But beyond that, I really work inner loop.
It's okay to plug your properties. This is
I just totally plugged it.
that's totally okay, too.
15 units.
15 units in Palacios. That's a good fishing area.
It's Shrimpin' Town.
It's a,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
A lot of people I know go to
that's where all
Palacios.
our shrimp come from.
You know,
I did
just-
not know that.
I have to say, just because we just met this morning, and now because you're in this beautiful zebra dress, and we've talked about nothing but zebra and the zebra car and the art. It's already branded in my brain. I think it's brilliant, right?
Well, you can't walk through the store without seeing some zebra stripes and going, "Oh, Amy, I need to buy a house."
It's absolutely. I love it's
I'm working
organic.
on it. I'm working on that Pavlov.
I love
response.
it because that
Brandy,
is
you know-
forever how I'm going to refer to you. And
And
you're
I
right.
answer to it. It just call me the zebra girl, and I'm like, "Yo, hey."
Tell us how you got into real estate. What you said you've been doing the art car for 18 years, but real estate only for 6 years. So how did you kind of migrate over?
Well, I avoided real estate for as long as I could.
Me too.
Right? My great grandfather was an agent. My grandmother was an agent. My father's an agent. My sister's an agent. And I just didn't want to get into that family business and compete. None of us work at the same brokerage, by the way, which is kind of entertaining.
Really?
I know. And so I didn't want to just step into that realm. And then at the birth of my second child, I was like, all right, I'm going to go work for myself, set my own schedule. Life's going to be great. And
Let's
then
do real estate because it's easy,
And then reality set in. Now I jumped in both feet, hit the ground running, and real estate is where I should have been a decade ago. I should have done it much sooner. I love it.
But it's never too late to start. Never too late. And the great thing about real estate is it impacts so many people's lives with what you do, with the things you like to do, with the arts that you like to get involved with.
Right.
It really does provide you an avenue and a vehicle to impact other people's lives.
Well, the logo for Zebra Properties is putting people in better places. And not only is it emotionally, physically, monetarily, I'm putting people in better places. I help them into situations and I help them out of situations. It's the MO.
I know
it's a lot of fun.
I know
Well
there's a story
said.
there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's what I do.
anyway, the piece that you're talking about is about touching people's lives, but the fact is, you make it fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, people want to have fun when they're. It's a stressful time in real estate, but if you're having
lighten
fun
it
with
up.
it, they'll have fun with it, and when they're having fun, they're more
Like,
relaxed.
are you ready to
make
go
better
shopping?
decisions. Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah,
to
let's
shop.
go play. Let's go check out, kick some tires, and then when you really play on the lightness of it, it actually makes that decision a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to really think happy, positive, light, go play. We're going to go kick tires and look at houses. Let's go shopping. And then they pick one out.
Born to shop.
Now,
Yeah.
of all
Put
the
that on a
animals, by the
t-shirt.
way, why zebras? I just had to ask.
Actually, there is a story here. I needed an art car. I wanted an art car. I'd ridden with several of my friends in art car parades for a couple years, and it was time for me to have my own art car. I just couldn't ride in other people's art cars anymore, and I didn't want to color coordinate. And I was like, well, black and white. I didn't want to be a cow, couldn't be a Dalmatian puppy. Zebra it was. I started hiding things in zebra stripes, started Googling zebra. Now, it's not a herd of zebras. It's called a dazzle.
A dazzle, really?
Dazzle. I like that.
There's a whole thing on what
So does
groups different-
bedazzling come
yeah.
from that?
I don't
Well,
know.
I
about
actually
that.
have a book on what you call different. It's a murder of crows,
Right.
exaltation of lark. So every time there's a group, but I've never heard that there was
It's
a
a dazzle of zebras.
Yeah.
A dazzle of
A
zebra.
dazzle of zebras.
I just didn't know this was going to be so informative.
Yes, yes, I have learned
I'm
something.
full of useless
new.
information.
Hey, female zebras actually choose when it's time to go to water, when it's time to go graze, and
That
they're
makes
the-
sense to
Yeah,
me.
they kind of lead the herd.
Did you hear
Well,
that, Chris?
don't the females generally lead the herds also in the human form as well?
Yeah,
At my
they're more
house.
subtle
The
about
answer
it.
is yes.
Yeah, they were more subtle about it in human species.
Well, and they're like fingerprints. No two are alike. They each have individuality, so it's a beautiful thing.
Well, anyway, I took the
Yeah.
tour of her car, and she let her daughter,
Oh, Wiley, he's 5 years old.
Wiley, okay,
My little boy.
the little boy participate and did some artwork on it. And she's got all these things hidden within the zebra stripes, so it's very cool. It all integrates.
And the parade is in April.
Okay, so it's every April.
Every April, but there's World Art Car Day in November. 4th of July is coming up. There's going to be a big thing at the Lindell Park neighborhood.
Right.
So it's constant going to different places. Discovery Green, sneak peeks. There's a thing on bikes right now that's about to open up an art show. So it's constant. The Art Car Museum is on Heights Boulevard right there. It's fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But
cool.
it's about being part of the community.
It is.
And
It
that's what
actually-
realtors do. They become part of the community. They participate in the community.
Doing First Saturday Art Market tonight. I'm doing the Heights Guitar Tech grand opening today. Just constant.
Well, I thoroughly believe about branding, especially around the car, by the way.
Right? I know. Yours is wrapped up.
Yeah, that's a good idea,
mine's
Chris.
hand
Exactly.
painted.
Yes. And that's let me tell you, that takes some talent right there and time because
And bottles of wine.
and bottles of wine, right?
Yeah.
So very important. In fact, Rob, she said bottles of wine.
I know. That's why we get along so well. She's also an art major, which I was an art major, which is why we're doing real estate, because neither one of us like to do starving artists.
Yeah, I don't do starving
I'd rather be a
artist
starving
well.
realtor instead. But
So how you seeing the market right now? How's everything going in the market?
Humming. It's going right along. the leases are getting a little soft, but not really because they're still turning.
Right.
So
Amy worked a lot with
Yeah.
investors, buys
Right.
some houses and then leases them out, and then goes out and does
buy
it again.
another one.
So the
Yeah, lots of
investor market's pretty
landlords.
hot right
lots
now.
of-
Are you doing any of the investors are doing any flips, or are they just they're holding on to them?
Yes.
Yes. Both.
Not both. Most of mine are buy and holds, but yeah, there are some.
Yeah, I think buy and hold makes a
flips.
lot of sense for a smart investor because
In Houston, it's
it-
a good idea.
yeah, it's going up.
I would.
They're not making any more, but especially the closer in properties. It's just a great place to put money.
Now, how can
Grab
we reach
it.
you if you don't mind?
How can people reach me? AmyZebra.com. Yes.
AmyZebra.com.
Yeah,
like that.
AmyZebra.com.
AmyZebra.com. That is Z Lady.
That's
Gee,
me.
lady.
That's the lady right there.
She was originally Stacy Sutter's guest.
Yes.
Yes, and you know what Stacy Sutter
Mr.
does?
Stacy.
He does- he
Mr.
does
Stacy
human
Sutter.
trafficking.
He traffics humans, also known as virtual
Virtual
assistants.
assistant.
I have the best virtual assistant in
And-
the world.
And she is
Yeah.
a epitome of how to make it successful for you and make it work for you. And so talk a little bit about that relationship and what they do for you and how
And
it's
then
helped your
everybody know,
business.
and Stacy, he has a company called Summit Virtual Assistants, by the way.
Solutions, yes.
Summit VA Solutions, that
Yes.
is correct.
VA Solutions. Yeah, I write a check to them twice
yes,
a month.
twice a month, right? Yes.
Yeah, they're
and,
great.
and somebody asked me, they go, VA Solutions? I'm like, that is Virtual Assistant
Yeah,
Solutions.
not a veteran.
Yes.
Not a
Not
veteran,
veterans.
not a
That was
veteran.
segment 2.
That was segment 2. That is
Yes.
correct.
You know, we talk about agents, how to leverage themselves to get to another level. And of course, a lot of things we teach is, of course, making sure you get somebody to take care of the stuff that's non-revenue producing, which is the paperwork and all that stuff. And so you've made that work with a virtual assistant.
I have to free up a little bit of extra time so that I can drive and not text and get to places. And I'm busy hitting the streets, showing houses, working with clients, meeting, networking, making my calls. And while I'm doing that, I have someone else, my lovely virtual assistant, that's making my Facebook presence, my LinkedIn presence, my website, my newsletters, all these little things that need to be contract to close. I just get it signed, scan it in. She, after that, is handling everything, getting it to the title company, getting it here, getting it there. She's my right hand. So it's awesome.
And, you know, one of the things, because that's one of the things I think most real estate agents struggle with is, you know, when do I get help? And then the problem is they say, well, when I get help, though, it's going to cost me a lot. And the great thing about using Summit Virtual Assistants is it's something you can do that's very affordable and that will have a huge impact in regards to your business.
It totally is. And I had a real live in-person assistant that was in my office, and she was with me for several years, and then she drank a bunch of Red Bull, grew wings, and flew away. And at that point, I was like,
Because
wow.
Red Bull makes you fly, remember that.
Right, you know, it does. And off she went, and wish her a lot of success, and everything's great. But as she's going away, I found myself going, wait, I need a lot of help, and I need this, I need that. And when I took on the virtual assistant, she actually is way more computer literate than I ever even think that I'm going to be. And I'm actually pretty good at computers. So the fact that she can just navigate and work things and make me have that web presence, make my presence so much better virtually. And people don't even know that my assistant is not here stateside sitting at the desk next to me. Nobody has a clue.
Well, you know, it's funny, and for those who don't know, you know, Stacy has had this in practice for a long time.
He
And
has.
so
It's my
really-
dirty little secret that
Yes,
she's
he-
not even right here.
Yeah, and
Not
so
more.
he does.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was a
told
secret.
it.
It was a secret.
I just told my secret. But yeah, Stacy asked me to come on the show and talk about what my experience is. My experience is that she makes me better.
Yep.
It really is.
Well, I always
Freeze
walk
at my
into
hands.
Stacy's office. He'd have his virtual assistant walk in, and she's there on screen.
Mine
Yes.
is on screen most of the day. I walk in the office, click, click. She's sitting there and she's on screen. Her screen gets shared. I can see what she's doing. Like, I send her all my receipts and she puts them in QuickBook. My accountant is flipped out. Like it has, no
Like,
idea.
you're actually
We're doing
up to
taxes.
date on everything.
Yeah, like really, the accountant's like I didn't bring in a shoebox.
Right.
I mean, seriously,
You have a shoebox? How
right? A
fancy.
shoebox of receipts, right? I know, stepping up.
Could it be possible that we could have her like virtually? She could be on Chris Kelso's phone, and virtually she could pop in and say, "Chris,
Yes.
it's time for you to leave this event. You've got another one."
She does that to me all day.
See,
Yeah, you see.
All day.
I bet
that's
you,
what we
Dana.
need.
Yeah, and
You
it's
do that
all
to me all
done
day.
via Skype. So I have
I'm
Skype
not
on my
virtual.
phone, I have Skype on my computer, I've got Skype on my iPad. Wherever I'm going, I can reach her in a heartbeat. And we either text back and forth in the messenger, or she just rings me, calls me, video, FaceTime.
And what we're talking about is really good because sometimes people have that scare, that I guess fear is I can't reach them, I can't touch them, they're not sitting here in my office.
We're in constant contact.
Correct.
Right, which is what makes it work. And so I'm meeting an appointment, and here I go. I need to type up a listing agreement, whatever, and I call her as I'm leaving. I tell her, this is what we're doing. Here's the exclusion. Here's the this. Pull the tax records. By the time I get to my desk, there's a draft of the listing agreement
Does she
done.
cook and clean? And what's her number?
She does, but she does that
but
in the
not for you,
Philippines.
Corey.
Cooks and cleans in the Philippines.
You may
It's
have to
actually
pay
cool.
mileage, Corey.
And towards the end of the shift, it's like 6 o'clock at night, and it's getting to be evening time. Well, the rooster's crowing in the background. The world's waking up. So she works nights.
This is
Wow.
really
Yeah.
actually very hot in Hollywood right now. A lot of celebrities are going to the whole virtual assistant type deal. So it's getting very, very popular.
She is a celebrity here in town, so it
Yes.
makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, local
Local
personality.
personality.
Well, these are highly educated people.
Yeah,
and
she's
they've
got a
been
master's.
Completely
Yep.
trained. They all speak English.
Yep.
So
Very well.
It's amazing, and of course they just have different standards of pay there, so it's less expensive for here.
And I will tell you, I've been in Stacy's office. Bernadette.
With
obviously.
Bernadette, yeah.
And
She's famous,
Let me
too.
tell you, she's infamous right there. But you're right. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what he's able to do and what the clients he brings on board. What you're able to do, having a resource that you can get on board that's up to running. And the thing he does, he trains everybody associated with real estate transactions, all the stuff associated with real estate, social media, etc. So, and then you can also
Yes.
tailor it to what you specifically want them to do.
I use Market Leader. I use Back Agent. She's completely trained in that. 2 weeks before she came on with me, I told her all the programs that I was using. By the time she came on, it was done. And she does HAR, everything, my schedule, all of it.
I think she means HAR.
HAR, I think was the
HAR.
yeah. So
Sorry,
there's a whole
HAR.
thing here, by the way, that
Yes.
Rob does like to make sure that the acronyms, you don't pay ERS, you pay the IRS. That's yours
Oh.
right there, right? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Even though it would be good to say
HAR.
That'd be a pirate taxpayer.
exactly. You gotta pay the ERS. So, well, we are coming up against time on this show like we always do.
You want to give your phone
How can
number
we
this
reach you
time?
if you don't mind.
All right, my phone number 713-724-4646. Reach out to Amy, the Zebra Realtor, Remax Metro 713-724-4646.
That is Amy, the Realtor.
The
That's
realtor.
it. I'm the Zebra Realtor. It says that on my business cards. Everybody's like,
Yes,
"What's a
I
Zebra
love
Realtor?"
them.
And I'm like, "I don't know. Look at my
Yeah,
car."
look at me. You're looking at her.
I have just been Rat Packed.
Y'all know y'all can join the show on Saturday mornings at 9 and followed by brunch at the Way. So we'll see y'all later. Have a great
You can follow